Campbell with MB Real Estate. I'm living here in Medellin, and I just wanted to give you some advice. If you're an American or a foreigner thinking about moving to Medellin, there's 3 places I would recommend, especially if you don't know Spanish and you don't know Medellin too well in general. There's definitely 3 places that you should start at and then work your way to other areas if you would like to. So for the first place, that would be Poblado. So that's the most popular spot, especially for Americans and foreigners, to visit Medellin, but also to live in at first. The reason being is because Poblado, there's more English speakers in general. It also is a very safe area, and it has a lot of nightlife, a lot of restaurants. It's just a very fun area in general, and you can network in Poblado very easily. And, there's a lot of security as far as the places to stay goes. There's 24/7 security in most of the places that you're gonna, rent or be in general. The parks are secure for the most part. There's a bunch of police around. So Poblado is gonna be the area that more than likely, if it's your first time living or staying here, you're probably going to be more around that area or want to live in that area just to get yourself accustomed, because it's the closest thing to the United States in my mind as far as Medellin's concerned. And it's just easier to, meet people and figure things out in the Poblado area. But the one downfall of Poblado is it's very expensive compared to other parts of Medellin. So Poblado would be the first area. Okay, so for the second area, that would be Laureles. Laureles is a good area as far as nightlife, as far as security. There's a lot of security in Laureles. It has everything you need in Laureles. Atlético Nacional, which is the soccer team, plays there. Bunch of restaurants, bunch of infrastructure. There's also gringos who live in Laureles. So Laureles is probably the second most popular spot for, Americans or foreigners. It's my favorite place to be because it's flat, it's cheaper. There's a really good balance of nightlife and of, just a more authentic Colombian vibe in general. And it's in the center of Medellin, so it's close to everything. And the daily expenses in Laureles are much cheaper than Poblado. The rent is closer, it's pretty close to Poblado, but as far as, like on Airbnb, but as far as, your daily expenses, it's way cheaper in Laureles. So that would be my number 1 spot if you're gonna live, but, it's either Poblado or Laureles for most foreigners or Americans. And then for the third location, that's Envigado. So Envigado is about the same price as Laureles. It's much cheaper than Poblado. It's located just south of Poblado. Technically, it's not a part of Medellin. It's its own city, but it's closer to Poblado than Laureles, because Laureles is in the center, Poblado's on the southeast, and then Envigado is right underneath Poblado. So it's bordering Poblado. So if you want to be, close to Poblado, close to your friends, close to, everything that's going on in Medellin, but also be in a relaxed area, I would recommend Envigado. Envigado is one of the more, it's probably even more relaxed than Laureles in my mind. There's a little bit of nightlife in Envigado, but it doesn't have like Provenza, Parqueadas like Poblado, and it doesn't have La Setenta like Laureles. It's a little bit more relaxed, but it's an up and growing part of the town, and so I would recommend that. It's third on the list. Most people will tell you Poblado. I would say probably stay in Laureles if you've been to Medellin before. It just has the best of everything, and especially if you're more of a professional and you don't really need to be, you don't need a huge nightlife or something like that. I would recommend Laureles just as far as the balance and to save money. And Poblado, great option, and then Envigado is probably the third option just because it's close to Poblado, it's very secure, has great security, it's cheap, and it's very relaxed. So it has everything you would need as well. And gringos are staying there also. So obviously it's more Spanish speaking, pretty much like 95%. But you can get around a little bit with English in some parts of Envigado. So once again, the three places are Poblado, Laureles, and Envigado. And then once you get accustomed to Medellin, you can move to, Sabaneta, which is farther in the south, or Medellin, which is close to, Laureles and Poblado. But I would recommend starting in Poblado, Laureles, or Envigado, and then moving out from there. So that's it for today's video. I also am going to have a guide in the description that you can purchase. This guide is perfect for somebody, thinking about moving to Medellin, long term, or somebody who's just traveling on a trip and wants, attractions, nightlife, cafe, co-working spaces, just advice like that. So check out my guide. And also, if you're looking to move to Medellin in the future, I'm a real estate agent with MB Real Estate. So check out my Instagram at the Medellin Voice, or the website at www.medellinbrokers.com. And I'll put both of those in the description below also. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any more advice, or if you want any more tips about Medellin, just leave a comment and give me some advice on videos to make in the future. Thank you.